Hello, welcome to the Becoming Natalie Dance, a Raw and Authentically Me series. And as you can see, I am back in the UK, and it's been quite warm, except for the day after I landed from Ibiza. It was absolutely freezing. Anyway, I'm back, and I'm sure it won't be very long before I'm back in Ibiza too, because I absolutely love it. It's just like my home, really, it feels like. And yeah, it's just incredible. Um, but that's not what I wanted to talk to you about today. I think what I really felt like I wanted to talk to you about today is how to manage disappointments. Now, if you're following me on this channel, you obviously are into or understanding the concepts of law of assumption, law of attraction. And we know that everything is always working out for us. We know that. We know that everything is always working out for us. Now, is whether we choose to see it is the difference. Is whether we choose to see it is the difference. Now, obviously, if I knew that everything was always working out for me for my highest good, all those millions of years ago, when I was Natalie Dance version 1.0, and I obviously would have acted differently, and lots of things in my life would have been different. But we can only learn when we're ready to learn. That's what my true belief is. We can only learn when we're ready to truly learn, to truly open up, to experience what actually this whole world, this whole planet is about, the universe is about. And it is about us fundamentally. It's falling in love with ourselves. That's it. You know, everything that we go through is all aligned for us to fundamentally fall back in love with ourselves. We were born love, experiences happen. And what we want to do is we want to be in a place, obviously before we die, a long way before we die, of loving ourselves, of seeing our worth and value, of having the best life, being an abundant person. So if you are diligently working on yourself like I do, it can feel like you've been smacked in the fucking face. Just going to say it as it is, guys. When you think something's going to happen and it doesn't. When you think something's going to happen and it doesn't. Oh, when you think life is going to turn out a particular way and it doesn't. When you think something new in your life is going to turn out a particular way and it doesn't. And when you feel like you've done all the healing that you can possibly do, and you feel like, well, obviously it never ends, obviously, because we're always learning, we're always growing. But, you know, when you're so diligent and so loving and kind, and something happens and it like knocks you for six. And that's kind of how I guess I've been feeling the last couple of days, is a bit, and I think the word is just fucking disappointed, just disappointed. And what I wanted to share is that whilst I know that everything is always working out for me and everything is always working out for my highest good, and I know that, I know I'm protected, I know I'm guided, divinely guided, I truly believe that, sometimes it doesn't make it feel better. Sometimes it's just a bit shit. And you're like, fuck's sake, what the fuck have I got to learn now? But I wanted to actually teach you something on here. And this is what I do. And this is how I end up bouncing back. Now, yeah, I was disappointed about something that hasn't happened that I thought could happen. I wasn't really bothered about the outcome or the longevity of something. It was just, I thought something was going to happen and I got myself excited about that something. And then that something didn't happen. And yeah, it's just like you said, it just feels like a bit like it can't possibly be this still or this still or this still. I've so worked on that and I'm not taking responsibility for it either. I truly believe that this thing that I was supposed to experience, I didn't end up experiencing, that I was quite excited about, just from, you know, I was just intrigued really, to be honest. That didn't work out. It was for my highest good. Sometimes I feel, and I don't know whether any of you feel this as well, but sometimes I feel that, you know, I'm all about the universe testing or dangling that carrot and is just to see whether you're still a little bit of that rather than more of that. You'll still accept that over that. You'll still accept that even though you're telling yourself you're that. You know, that's kind of how I guess I see things now. And so this experience I was supposed to have that didn't happen, I was extremely disappointed, and but I bounced back within 24 hours. In 24 hours, I bounced myself back from it. How? When we are in a place of feeling so disappointed, maybe, you know, and I've had clients before where they're like, no, I want to work in that company. I want to work in that company. I want to work in that company. It has to be that company. It has to be that company. And I've said to them, well, you know, if that's the company you want, then manifest it being that company, but also be okay if it isn't that company, because I truly believe that if that wasn't supposed to be, something better will come along. In this one incident, actually, with a client, she wanted to go for a particular company. She got an interview for a particular company, which was huge for her, absolutely huge. It was going to elevate her career. She didn't get the job. And I'm drinking my green tea. And she applied for another job at a similar organization. She was like, I don't really want that. I'm really disappointed. I wanted this other job. And I said, well, look, be open to it being even better, because the universe isn't going to want to give you something less than what you deserve. And so she went to the job interview and she was like, Natalie, it's amazing. It's everything I've ever wanted. It's even better than the other company that I thought I really wanted to work in. It's incredible. And obviously she got the job and she got an even bigger pay rise and more, you know, just more career prospects there, being able to climb the ladder more. And so, you know, everything is always working out for us, and it is always working out for a reason. And whilst I know that, and we all know that, we can still experience that disappointment. Now, I know with this particular scenario that my old self would have thinking, what would my old self probably would have reacted physically to the situation, where my new self doesn't do that, because I truly know that the universe does have my back. And it doesn't mean that I like everything that the universe is, and this is how I like to see it, that the universe brings me. But I know that it is for my highest good. Whatever it is for my highest good. But yeah, it wasn't the best situation, to be honest, because like I said, I was quite excited about something, and then that something literally just dissipated to nothing. So what did I do? And this is what I wanted to share with you as well, is that because, you know, as you know, I paint a very good picture of my life being absolutely perfect, but nobody's life is perfect. Remember that. Nobody's life is perfect. We're all humans doing the best that we can with the tools that we've got. And if we've got tools that can help other people, then we need to be helping other people to get them to have a better life too. So yesterday, I'd worked all day recording YouTube videos, and one of the videos was absolutely corrupt. It kept decoding, and so I've actually just re-recorded that, and that is now loaded for I think Wednesday or Thursday of this coming week. Anyway, you're going to see this video in a couple of weeks' time, so just ignore that bit. But basically, I managed to get that sorted out. So I'd had a really long day yesterday. I was really exhausted still from all the travel, and I worked so hard when I was in Ibiza. And yes, I had a wonderful time because I love it. I worked bloody hard. And not that I'm complaining. I love the fact that I can say that, because I'm a very, very hard worker, and I always have had a really good work ethic. So what did I do so at the end of the day, I was like, right, so what I thought was going to happen isn't going to happen. So what do I do? Well, I wasn't going to react, because that's not in my nature to do that. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I still get pissed off about little things, and things can still piss me off, and I can react to tiny little things. I'm sure we can all do that. But this was something that I was just like, no, just not putting my energy into it. I just want to know what the answer is. I just want to know why this didn't work out. I just want the answer to that. That's all. I don't need to hear, or I don't need to take any physical action. So what do I do? And this really does work. This is one of my go-tos. And actually, I do this quite a lot, and I do this a lot with my clients in my client sessions. Again, this isn't a plug about coaching, but I just want to say that if I'm not getting an answer from a client that I know is in them because they can't bring it to me, I go into their subconscious mind and I bloody get it from their subconscious. See, I don't give up. I don't give up. So what did I do? I did exactly the same thing. And this is something that I think I learned from Gabby Bernstein. I think I learned from her. Why do we fight for the solution? Why do we talk about what this happened? Why do we fight to get the answer when the answer's within? Everything that you need to know about you, everything that you need to know about why things are happening for you. I know, and it didn't fucking feel like that to me yesterday, I can tell you that. And after a long day working, yeah, I wasn't in the happiest bunny place. So what did I do? What do? I go into my subconscious mind. This is how I do it. So I really want you to start utilizing your subconscious mind, because it knows you better than you know yourself. It will know you better than you know yourself. So what do? I get myself centered. You don't have to have I was in a pissed off place, but you get yourself centered. So you take some deep breaths. And so you start off centered. Now, I wasn't 100% centered because I was a bit pissed off, but you start off centered. So you take some deep breaths. So closing your eyes, take some deep breaths, get some quiet space, quietness around you. And just focus on your breath. Just focus on your breath. Just breathing, just deep breathing, just for about a minute. So a deep breath in and out. You know, even do a big sigh out. So deep breath in. You know, get it out, get it out. And excuse me. And when you are in that centered place, and I have my eyes closed, you can put your hands on your chest if you want to. I then go within and I literally just say this. And this is how I said it yesterday, actually. I wouldn't recommend necessarily saying it that way, but I was pissed off because I knew it was a test from the universe. I knew it. And I just said, subconscious mind, what the fuck was that all about? And then it comes back to me, well, Natalie, it's not right for you. And I'm like, but how many more times have I got to experience it not being right for me? You've just got to trust, Natalie. You have to trust. You have to trust us. You have to trust the process that we are guiding you, and that situation and how things were going to unfold then were not right for you. It wasn't right for you. So we stopped it. And then I said, is there anything that I need to learn more about me? It's just, and I got the answer that keep doing me, keep doing me, keep knowing my worth, keep knowing my worth, keep knowing my worth, keep knowing my value and my worth, and don't settle for less than what you deserve. So I didn't think I was settling for less than what I deserved. But now, obviously, I've come out of that pissed offness, and I really am grateful. And I did say to the universe and my subconscious mind, my spirit guides, love angels, ancestors, anybody that's listening, God, whoever, I did say, look, I am pissed off with you all, but I appreciate you supporting me and guiding me, and I'll be okay. Just need a bit of time. So now, obviously, we're 24 hours on from that incident. I feel great. I do. I had to really pull myself out of it this morning. How do I do that? I do my inner work. I do the work. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it, but I did it. I did my gratitudes. I set intentions. I started focusing on other things that I wanted to manifest. I did my self-concept affirmations, and I break it down. Actually, I do things about my body, how I look. And then I do basically how I want to see myself and feel about myself, and how I want others to feel about me. And then I'll go into kind of imaginal acts and talking through. I speak in a lot of my desires. as well as doing imaginal acts, eavesdropping technique by Neville Goddard. I do a variety of different things. Now, it takes a long time, but I have the time to do that because I get up at stupid o'clock in the morning. So 24 hours later, I'm feeling really great. I'm really appreciative of the universe kind of stepping in, actually. Time's a healer. So thank you, everybody, for supporting me and having my back and protecting me. And I truly feel the universe hugging me. I truly feel that I'm being hugged. Somebody right now, I feel like they're hugging me and holding me. And it's like, we love you. And I know I am loved. I know I am loved. I know I'm loved. And I know I'm protected. I really am protected. I get that. Nobody wants me to go through things that I've been through before. I know that. But at the same time, like I said, it's when we get these fucking disappointments, when we think something's going to happen and it doesn't. And this is how you peel yourself out of it. Go within. You might need a glass of wine and you might want to take a little bit of time before you actually go within. That's okay. Be pissed off. Have your little time to be pissed off, rant in your head or to somebody that you know. And then come back. Chill. Get the answer. Get the answer, because the answer is going to be something better for you. The answer is going to be, it wasn't for your highest good. There is something better for you. The universe is always working for you. In my belief, it is always working for you. And everything that happens is always working for you, even when we don't feel like it is. And like I said, I was so fucking disappointed. Honestly, I just like, and you're like, when? Then you have to just go, you know what? Giving it to you. Just going to get on with my life. And that's it. So if you are feeling disappointed or you've had a lot of disappointments in your life, maybe what you can do is maybe write down what these disappointments were. Maybe write it down. And then think back to what came that was better. When I look back on past relationships, for example, never want to go back. But at the time, horrendous breakups. Why don't they want me? What's going on? Never in a million years would you pay me to go back to any of those people. But because I've grown and I've fallen in love with myself, and I don't want to be with people that didn't treat me well, even though everyone is you pushed out, and I know that, and I forgive, so I can talk about it quite lightly because I do forgive myself for putting myself through that, and I forgive them. We're all doing the best we can with the tools that we've got. None of us are perfect, but we can all be forgiving. And so that's really important as well. So I even have to say, I'm really sorry, universe, for how I acted yesterday when you were just trying to help me, because I really do love their help and they do help me. So that whatever that is helps me so much. Honestly, it brings me so many incredible opportunities and experiences and abundance and financial abundance and love and just so much. It's just incredible. So I really do need to say thank you. So thank you, universe, for always guiding me and protecting me and keeping me safe, secure, guided, protected, and loved. But yeah, so that's how I would manage disappointment. So no, it's not always easy. And when you think you've got it and everything is like falling into place and it's like, boom, the universe goes, I don't really remember those adverts on TV, the Del Monte adverts. It's like the man from Del Monte, he say no, not yes. It's like the universe say no, not yes. Not on my watch is that person or this or that job or that company or, that whatever it is coming into her reality. I don't think so. So yeah. So then we just pick ourselves up, dust ourselves down, we get back onto our self-love practice and just keep moving forwards. Like I said, it isn't easy. And I was at the Guns N' Roses concert. So you're going to see this video in a couple of weeks' time. But yesterday, which was not yesterday, the day before, which was the 30th of June, I was at the Guns N' Roses concert in London, and I'd come back from Ibiza early to see that concert. And it was so unbelievably cold in London on Friday, the 30th of June. Honestly, I was freezing. I was absolutely on my knees, exhausted, but so were the people I were with. And in the end, something happened and we all had to come home anyway. So I didn't get to see the concert. I did get to have a really good night's sleep though. And again, it's like, why did that have to happen? If I was coming back to see that and then that didn't happen, what is that teaching me? I don't always know the answers, and I don't always go in to get the answers, because sometimes I'm just like, I just go, it is what it is. But when it's something that I really need to know, then I will go in. So, but I truly believe no matter what it is that's happening right now in my life or in your life, it is for a reason. So, yeah. How to manage disappointments, the Natalie Dance way. It really is the easiest way. Be pissed off for a little bit, but don't hold on to it. Come back in, get the answers. It might not be the answer that you want to hear, but it might be something that you need to work on yourself. It might be something that the universe is protecting you from. It might be because there's something better out there. And how incredible is that? The universe is going, no, because there's something better for you. No, because you deserve this, and this is what we're bringing to you. If you say you're going to have this and you're settling, don't you want this over this? I'm like, well, yeah, obviously I do now. But at the time, sometimes it's a little bit more tricky. So, so yeah, this is the first Becoming Natalie Dance, Born Authentically Me video since I've been back from Ibiza, and I truly had an incredible time in Ibiza. It was just amazing. I got so much work done. Obviously, I launched my Radiate Confidence workshop too, which I'm so pleased about. Honestly, having confidence is the most incredible, most sexiest thing that you can actually have as a trait. And the good thing is that we've all got it within us. So that workshop is about drawing that out of you as well. So yeah, so this is a little bit waffly, but I just wanted to share because, you know, yes, I get disappointments in my life, but it's how do you manage it and how do you bounce back quickly? And that's how I do it. And I really just felt like I wanted to share that with you. And it is patience. It's having patience. And also, if you weren't aware, on the day that I flew out to Ibiza, they actually closed Ibiza airport. So we were circling around Ibiza, and then we had to land in Mallorca. And I was on the plane for 8 hours. 8 hours on what should have been a 2 and a bit hour flight. 8 hours. Now, British Airways were incredible, absolutely incredible. And again, that's something that I think years ago, and when you look at your growth, when you do a self-love practice, when you're on this spiritual journey to healing, and I think, God, I don't know whether I would have been as kind then or as accepting then as I was. And I remember going up to the pilots and just saying to the pilots, I really appreciate you doing your best. And you know, no, I'm not going to get any compensation from BA, because I'm not going to put a compensation claim through, because it's not their fault that, you know, Ibiza had to shut their airport, because I think there might have been a little plane crash. So anyway, yeah. Let me know what you think about how you manage disappointments and how you bounce back, and maybe use this video to help inspire others too, because, you know, sometimes in life it feels like everything is working out incredibly well and everything's going well, you know, everything's just perfect. And all of a sudden we get this boom, and it's like, how do you manage that? And like I said, years ago, if this had happened to me years ago, the disappointment that I had over the weekend years ago, I would not have acted well. I would have probably reached out. I would have reacted. I would have been beating myself up thinking, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? But I was just saying to myself, I've not done anything. I've not done anything for this situation to happen. I've done absolutely fuck all wrong for this situation to happen. So that's me knowing my worth. That's me knowing my value. That's me knowing who I am and being comfortable and confident in my own skin, knowing that I've actually shown up in my best light, as I've always intend to do now. And yeah, and just so the only other option was that the universe didn't want me to have it. Simple as that. Simple as that. So I keep working on myself. I keep moving forward. So remember, the moral of this story is, you don't hold on to disappointments. It will only make you feel like shit. And the disappointment is there for a reason. Whatever that reason is for you, your subconscious mind knows the answer. So when you go in, your subconscious mind will give you tidbits of answers, whereas your ego will give you like an if, but, or maybe. It's not. Your subconscious mind will give you an actual answer, a yes or no. it's this or this. Your ego will be an if, but, or maybe. So that's how you can differentiate. So if you're coming out going, oh, well, maybe it's this. No, that's your ego. So you want it, and it's blocking you from getting to your subconscious mind. So your subconscious mind is a very soft voice that says, Natalie, it was because of, or Natalie, it's this, or they might not even say your name. It will just be, it's this. This is why. And fundamentally, and I can hear it in my voice now. And I can feel like a round of applause going around. I don't know whether anybody gets what I'm just saying there, but yeah, I am worth more. And again, remember that I talk about this in some of my videos. You can't BS, you can't bullshit the universe. You can't. It knows what you want. And it's not going to bring you less than what you want. So there you go. That is, from me, Becoming Natalie Dance, raw and authentically me, how I manage disappointments, and knowing that everything is always working out for you, and everything is always working out in your favor. So please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will be back very, very soon. Bye. Maybe even Ibiza the next time I do one of these. Who knows? Okay, see you guys.